I just wanted to do a short little instrument tutorial on how to use the instruments in your inventory. So here I have the chair. So I tap the chair, and if I touch it and drag it, I can place the table wherever I want it to. Person sits down at my table, and you'll see that the person then, whoever's at my table, moves around with the table. And I can keep on moving the table around, and that's what you see a lot of people do. I don't move with the table though. If I sit at my table, I don't move with it. So you can move people around wherever you want to go, and this is how people do a lot of glitching with the table, is they get somebody else into a glitchy area, into an unreachable area by moving the table into it with another person attached to it. Sit at the table and we can speak. You can only talk to the people at the table who are seated at the table or within a range of the table. It seats 4, obviously. You have to be sitting at the table in order to chat with people. And I'm a little surprised that you can still see the text on the other character. Usually it will change to ... but if she says something else, it'll be ... you won't be able to see the text. And that's basically how you use the chat table. You can move it. Sometimes it'll go on the sides of buildings, sides of walls and stuff like that. It's a little bit buggy, so you couldn't really see the other point of view, but you need to tap the table to place it once, then tap it again to make it go away, and then tap it again to place it a second time, and then it will be visible to everybody. There's quite a number of bugs attached to the table right now. Sometimes people appear invisible. Earlier today I couldn't see the text chat of the other people at the table because it was just buggy. They were invisible. They sat down and disappeared. I had a lot of that today. So it's very buggy, but the way it's supposed to work is what you're seeing now here, which is, you sit at the table, chat with somebody else. Once you leave the table, all of that text is going to go away. So I'm going to show some of the other instruments, just so you get an idea of if you have questions about how they work, or if you want to take the time and spend the candles to get, or hearts to get them. So the chair is obviously the hardest one to get. It right now is 30 hearts. Fireworks stick is 20 hearts, and it works in a similar way. Tap it to activate it, and then you can just tap it, tap the icon up at the top there, and it'll set off fireworks. But you can also touch and drag the icon, and you will kind of direct where the fireworks go. So you can kind of direct them up, down, and around. And some people do complain that these are a little bit loud to them, so I guess be conscientious of other people around you who might not appreciate the noise, though. So you used to be able to take pictures of your own fireworks, and right now you can't get the picture icon, the camera icon, to come up when you have the fireworks icon up there. So we'll go back and we'll pick a different instrument. You can kind of hear what they all sound like. A trick with this one is, since you're sitting down and you play it, if you then try to move your character, so using the D-pad to move around, you look like you're a little bumper car. So that's a fun little trick with this drum. This is one of the, I think it's a middle range. I don't remember how many hearts it costs right now, but I think it's found somewhere in the prairie, I believe. Might be the emote in the caves. I'm not really sure off the top of my head. And then this is the harp or piano. It sounds like a middle range piano. This one used to be available in mountains, and you had to collect all the symbols and something or other. I can't remember. Go back and then you just got it for free. It was like an emote that just opened and appeared. Obviously, in an update last summer sometime, it moved to being purchasable, and now it's purchasable in mountains. You can buy it from the cheer emote, I believe, down in the stadium. Some people have really come up with complex arrangements on that one. This is the bass drum. This one's also available in Prairie. laugh emote, I believe. And you can move around with any of these, so you can use the D-pad and move around, and you just look kind of silly. This is the seasonal winter piano, which is a bit higher octaves. You'll see you can move around using the D-pad, and you can also move around when you have the third level of dance. You can move around the same way and skate around while you're dancing. Looks kind of cute. Accordion piano. And then this is the horn or voice. This one you make a sound based on the call that you have selected. So whether it's the whale call, manta call, normal call, or any of the calls that you have. And then this is a friend of mine, so I decided I was going to be a friend for a little bit. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video.